Hi all. This has been the longest time. 2 years about since last I made a recording. Whoa, what can I say? Hell of a lot have been going on. Like this. Come up and it's on its way down again. Up on the roof. Last video I made was up there. I made winter forecast. I talked about the politicization of weather. I remember this was just before the ensuing lockdowns around February of 19. Yes, that's what I know. Yo, so lots of things to catch up on. I did make a local weather prediction for this winter as well. I stated in beginning of November, I believe, that there would be little snow this winter. And no, this is 28th of December. We had one major snowfall. You cannot call it that even. But it was a snowfall. Okay, great. And I believe there will be another one just over the new year. And from there it will be not very much, actually. At least not that I've seen. And I admit I've only seen just a little this season because, hey, I've been preoccupied with a lot of other stuff. Like, for example, dealing with life without a cell phone. Which I've been doing for the past 4 months. Hey, pushing. Ska du vara med? Ja. Jättebra. Kan du komma bort och hälsa till kameran? Inte så fin. Ja, kosa med. Så. Pegasi blir også med på tur. Alltid en god ting. She's adorable. She's been in the house since the 6th year. No, yeah, the 2nd year. So she's been staying here for 6 years. It's pretty amazing. She got to meet old Spot, my dog, maybe the last half year before he moved on. Seems like she got some of his spirit, which I absolutely love. She's psychic, really psychic. If I come home from wherever I've been and something special has happened, you bet she has picked up on it and have her comments to it. I don't know how that works. So, well, as it were, we were talking about the weather. We're done with that. We were talking about living without a phone. That's been the past 4 months ordeal. Yo, we had a party. This also, it's to the day almost. It's to the day. 4 months ago since the phone disappeared, and a couple of days ago I got this one I'm now recording on. Look at that camera, it's amazing. I love that. So it went away, and after we had a really successful party. But there's come some people, I don't even know if they... I know it's not just disappeared, because I looked for 5 weeks around where it was last seen, and there was no reason why it should move from where it was last seen unless someone took it. So It's been an exercise in just getting by, just keeping your head above the water in the digital age. And you know, I don't have a car, so by all means, when I lose such an essential item as a cell phone is these days, yo, I tell you, it's not like it was like 10, 15 years ago. If you lost a cell phone, people just laughed at you. Oh, can't you live without a cell phone? Well, I can. I've done it. I was also one of the last to get a phone at all. Just my life with phones is like on and off, sporadic. You move, det är fin tur. So, first one I got, I believe I inherited from Dad, a big brick with an antenna, which I actually liked. But an antenna you could use as a murder weapon. Be a bad man. But I'm no bad man. So maybe that brick disappeared on me. Because, hey, if you make an appointment with somebody when I was young, you meet them, you say you meet them in 3 days at this certain spot. You meet them at that place 3 days later at that certain spot. It's really nothing to it. But if you need confirmation and reconfirmation and, you know, just to be sure a third time, are you getting closer? Yeah, we are just 2 minutes away. Okay, good. Then, like, life without a cell phone can be a stress. No. So I definitely want to put a happy spin on not having a phone. Ja, är det mys nu? Vad säger du då? Ja. Är det hälsa? Vad säger du? Ain't she pretty? Oh, så fin. On with the show. Yeah, we got up a bit higher this time. What we were dealing about. We've been through the weather, we've been through the phone. Just to get the cash go. Cash goes. You cannot really make too many cash goes when you're relegated to just using word of mouth and a bike. But what I did was that I went to the places where I'd already been tipped off that there would be work, and took them one at a time with a backup place to where there was, okay, I have some free time to spend. Let's go there and help those people out. And that's also been, I think, you know, big point really in general is that you want to go around and be useful to people, especially if you're in a new neighborhood where not many people know you. They're not going to come running down your door, so you probably will have to be the one that makes initiate first contact. if you move to a new place. Most people in Norway, at least, are very respectful of other people's free time. So they always suppose that if you stay indoors all by yourself and not really go out, they think that you like it that way. So, and we all would do. I love just staying indoors this lockdown. I mean, not many aspects of my life have been changed very much at all. But for most people, there has been a noticeable change. So, but I am a very outgoing guy. That's what I'm saying. In general, the best of times, if you go with me out on town, I'm talking with people all the time. Yeah, no. I talk with people all the time and get easily in touch with people, but so that's a nice social skill. And like this, in rougher terrain, rougher times, it's really good to know how to handle different people, different situations, especially if you're trying to make a dime or two. So yeah, that's what I would say to you if you are in this situation with escalating prices of electricity. And this is going to be really unpopular to say, but there's it's a large chunk of the population that we will see now in the coming months kind of just get more and more bogged down with bad health. And many of those people probably many of them had good paying jobs. So there might be some slots to fill, more and more in the times ahead. I would, of course, encourage everyone to stay unjabbed. I mean, in our family, we've always been priding ourselves with just being in great health. Maybe not in great shape, but great health in general. And as it turns out, I mean, the majority of my family have gotten those. And I know it's not funny at all. If you'd been my mood this summer when the jabbing started, I was so angry. Thank God I didn't have a phone. Thank God I didn't have a phone. So anyway, my relatives, like they most of them have taken the jabs, and now some months later they're facing what I told them, bad health that I didn't, they just shrugged it off when they were, wanting to take it. So now they have authentically bad health, new health problems. I cannot do anything. I tried to say it to them. And I told them that they are responsible for their choices, as they told me, for being so stupid and not to go on this experiment. But okay, look it. Ain't that snot? Oh, love that. And still, whoa. That's down there. That's Evia. That's I would say closest town. pretty much. Is this right? Is it? Oh, it must be this. It's grass backwards. There, it's heavy. Nice. So that's about the health, you know. It is what it is. People make the choices. There are going to be jobs available coming up, so just be on the lookout for that. I should do that myself. I would really do something else than all those. I'm not going to disparage menial jobs at all. I've done a lot of it. A lot of experience. Carpeting, painting, doing all sorts of things with tools, being a handyman. I know that. But there's also, this, I have done library work, been a librarian for many years. I kind of got off to a really awkward end, I would say. I don't want to get into those details. Love my books, still collect books. It's a big thing for me. So, been doing secretary work for construction companies. I've been building cranes. No, not toy cranes, like big 35-meter tall cranes. I've been part of erecting and dismantling and doing maintenance work on. So there's another thing like yeah. I did also I was a radio host for many years when I lived in Oslo. Student radio each Friday evening slot. Really good time. What else did I do? DJing, of course, and the artisting. It's like I feel I'm really just scraping the surface. But so okay. This seriously, I went further afield than I initially planned. I was like, okay, I want to make a video, so let's go out in nature and just. Thoughts, a lot of thoughts coming through here. No, the first 2 weeks without the phone was a nightmare. I mean, I was like flipping out by the minute because there goes my there goes my income. It's gone. It's taken out of my hands again. Fuck it! I hate it when people go and just. I've been sabotaged a fair few times in my life, and usually it comes from the people you least expect, and it's horrible. It's very. I mean, it does leave. You get scarred. You distrust people. Put it that way. So just getting by, I learned to trust even more. Rely more on myself and my own skills and wits, because this is something I've been through a few times in my life, but in mildly. So when it kind of got disappeared on me, I thought this is a new opportunity for, just sharpening those skills, sharpening that mindset. And in these times, I mean, when I was out without electricity, I will soon touch upon that. Just a minute, hold on. So back to without living without electricity. At those times, I was, on bare ground. I was new here. Nobody really knew me. I was living up here at like the boondocks, so trying to establish myself as uh, a original artist. Don't minding being called a weirdo by people, and it's just whatever I did those times. I try to would say exaggerate certain aspects to maybe intentionally come across as even more of a weirdo than I really am, because you need if you don't have you have to make your own marketing campaign, and sometimes the best marketing campaign you can get is from the people that actually hate you, those that backstab you, those that backchat you, those that just put on a fake front, because when they get around their friends, their homies, start talking down on you, on me, they will get their other friends to kind of look into this. And I mean, sure, there's a lot of hoots, jeers, and laughs. Deal with it. Disregard. Deal with being uncomfortable. Enjoy what you are making. You are like kind of cutting you free from Matrix, to make a much used term. But these are then who advertise for you. You know, when you cannot print flyers. Look at here. So electricity went out. That was in 2016. I was building this art project gone amok called the Komst Evje. Also from the ground up with no money to start with. So in August, me and the merry month of August, I mean, that is a month that really always, it does a trick on me by the year. Whatever it is. So I built this when the electricity was cut at home, because of I am on the edge of society. There's likely no other better prepared to deal with those things that came up with electricity being gone than me around here, these spots. At least not willing to put on put a face to look here. It's an old army back what do you call it, sleeping bag. There's a British pillow. I remember gathering all that grass from here, because it all was newly sawed down forest. So I would run around at night, finding suitable material to build everything, but at the same time maintaining a fire here, which at times got really big, and just making food, and keeping up on study, even without a phone. Well, I think I had a phone. I didn't have any internet. That was the big issue with Comst at the beginning. The first weekend we opened, there was no internet. I don't think there was a second either. I did everything from music. I did from my machine, because I have a pretty good library. And after a while, I remember I used to go up to like go to the public library just on the outside after closing hours, and I would like have made a video ready to publish, recorded it like this, and I would go to the library and put my phone out on on a windowsill, connected to the internet there to upload, and I would be, while that was happening, I would be out running other errands, just because you are in a crunch of time. especially when you're doing solo. I mean, God bless the day when I'm not running around alone all the time anymore. I hope that day comes. It's been one of the big goals in life, so I trust that the things will work out. There's many times it's hard to see. Like, for instance, now I'm still do more dual weekends. The best day of the year is still ahead of us. That is what we're hoping. Isn't that so? So, I'm awaiting my Christmas miracle in many ways. Still. But I have a phone, so it's kind of all. I've got this nice jacket, shirt, and these boinas, berets, we call them. They're from Bascalan. You know where Bascalan is? I'm surprised many people don't. It's on the Iberian Peninsula, up north. Bilbao. No, Bilbao. That's Portugal. Sankt. Ah, Jesus, I'm not. I'm not too steady. San Fernando. I think maybe the capital. Up into the Biscaya Bay. Up until the Pyrenees, on the border to France. Yeah, there nestled in is this small republic, Basque, where people, this is kind of their hats, bit wider, bit bigger. It's a mountain people. It's a free-loving people. They have this. They have this wish to be, not part of the Spanish Commonwealth. They want independence, like the Catalonians, their neighbors to the south want. So, and the mountain people, that's a big thing. I love this hat. So this was one of the things I would say a fan. Somebody that's seen my work online saw. I'm like, hey, you are an artist. You need you need artist hat. So God bless the Finns for having a good eye for. Yeah, so happy about this. Look, I actually have a fair few of them, more than I need, and not all are in my size, so I cannot use them. So if you are interested in, I would say these are, these are not expensive. No, these are not cheap hats. Let me tell you, this is from a family-run operation. This is how they look. So if you search them up online, please do. You find a lot of them. They are around, 90 euros a pop. So when you buy one, you want it in the right size. Make sure of that. But you will also be really happy you did. I've been using these in rain, in storm, in snow, up in these itty bitty trees there. They work as like I've been using them in construction, not only artists. So and they work so well because nothing. I mean, if it's raining, you don't get things. So that's nice. If it's blowing, you can just you can isolate yourself. I mean, even in conversation, it's really nice that okay, I've only got eyes for you, so hey, look, you get really intimate with them, and as it were, up in like when I'm up in this pine, spruce, Douglas fir. No, it's not a fir. Sometimes I'm just lost for. That's right. Oh, did you see it? There, squirrel. Hey, squirrel. Wow. I don't know how to enlarge it. Is it? Do you see it? I can see it. It's on there. Huh. This is where it is. I don't have any way to enlarge this. Yo, there's a squirrel up there. I didn't think she noticed. She noticed. So, yo, even up in this tree, I've been there. And with all those branches, oh, look at it. Oh, so nice. Isn't that something? So strong, so quick. I love you. I wish I had some food for it. So all those branches and you climb up in it. I mean, I took out quite a few branches. You get stuff falling all the time. You can see that from the squirrel also, I think. So a good hat is nice to have also when climbing trees. I mean, I assure you of that. So those have been. Now we're getting to it. All the time while we're at the phone. I was working already on a project, and for good or for worse, not having a phone could have been a blessing in disguise. Going back to those people that kind of want to pull you down, sabotage you if you are doing something that you like or want to see done. So I was, I don't know where to go. I should probably go in then. I prepared this first step, I like to believe, of what hopefully will be many building steps. I made an exhibition, all new drawings. Nobody's ever seen them. This phone I just got, it's so fresh. I have not even made photocopies of any of the new work I've done, and it's quite a few drawings. All in all, not all are here though, mind. But can I flip it and reverse it? So come in, my selector. I created this art space. There was no windows. I've isolated here, and I drew a tarp over the roof, and also on this wall here because a lot of wind comes in. I said more windows. I mean, there's a story to everything, and you can. So it's like you can go ahead, and you can just. It's solid. Freaking love that. Like this art. These are media commentary. I didn't put prices on them yet. I should. Yeah, believe it or not, these are preliminary sketches for well, actually, what we are walking in now in this exhibition space. These are the sketches. This is how my head works. I made this. Lots of interruption here with the. So yeah, clearing things out here and just. Then we have another one. So you get to see a little bit of what I've been working on. Not all of it. I mean, professional diligence bids me against revealing everything. But in any case, these are the things that I'm, I love to show to people, and I love when people take this. Now we went on this walk, and you saw where I live. It's pretty far away from people. So when people come here to the end of the road, they meet me. Take it or leave it. They meet me in all my, my weird out world, I suppose. And we're ready for a party. Good rocking party. I have these turntables here. Got a good selection of house music. I love to play for people. Not only house at all, but that's been like it's been big inspiration at least these months now without the phone, and before also. Kind of always get back. Not only house, I love dub, UK garage, what you call dub, people call dubstep. What's more, I have freaking love ambient music. That's been a lot of. Been playing a lot of like reels and drones and binaural beats these past months. Actually, just. So well, this is where my creative juices have been pouring into. I need to. I want to attract customers to come up here and look because I am. I am. This time I am impressed by me for what I have done, what I have accomplished doing this. Well, there you have an actual sketch of what I'm working towards here. Here we have, these bags here. There's from Mark in Uganda. We have these for sale here. This one is one of those that I cannot. It's too big for my head. There's I thought. So these bags are available. I mean, they're hand sewn. Like I said, in Uganda, it goes to help disenfranchised kids. These are the really big ones. Look, there. Look at this. That's a really gorgeous blue color, and I'm really sad I cannot wear it because I love this blue color. But that's a bit too big for me. Not in width, but on my head, it would just blow off. So it's a bit unfortunate. Or I would likely have used it for this recording, actually. I also have one in olive drab. I mean, if you're, a guy that, or woman, I mean, these are unisex. I would say this is good for somebody that likes to hunt, spends a lot of time in the forest. We like to wear green, don't we? So, These hats. Something about them. Well, we leave it there. I made this thing, and I'm saying this is just like the first, a first modest step, but it could also be the last, given everything. I mean, the past 4 months, what goes passes around as cold hard cash between my hands. It's not been very much at all. Not what I'm used to, and I'm used to live on a shoestring budget already. But now it's been like, yeah, what I have learned is fortune favors the prepared mind, because I have this mindset from the get go, all through those years. Also, when I was up there without electricity, whenever I had a little bit extra bit cash, I looked for long-term storable food items. Like rice is very, even noodles, though they don't give a lot. But these are, I would say, survival foods. I mean, I had a period of at least 3 weeks where rice actually was pretty much the only thing I could eat this past few months. That was the dish. Um, but I was, yeah, well, I had some ginger in it, some honey, some sugar. Don't You actually don't need milk, but I also had milk concentrate on box, which I've had for a long time, but always thought it was a bit too sweet. But when I learned to use it, I recommend having it. Okay, this is not the neighbor. This is one of the farmers that he does the field down there. He's getting to get some more hay balls. That shack, it looks so run down on the outside. You know, this is from 1918. So I don't mind redressing it. Some for fresh boards. But we shall see. I mean, I am awaiting my Christmas miracle. That's that's for sure. The things could actually go really bad south. I would have to reconcile with, okay, then I have to go through that dang process of getting rid of everything, because if I have to put this down on sale, kind of, which I don't want to. First of all, I don't want to give up this place. I don't want to give up the projects I've got going here, because I promise you, it's more than enough for all of you. What I'm doing here, or if I only can get this, my head above water. It's just such a so you have to let go of negative thinking. But I am comfortable with the uncomfortable idea that if I have to sell and move, I want to get rid of everything. Unless, I mean, I put it this way: I'll be probably leaving with a rucksack and head off somewhere where you don't, you probably won't be able to follow me. I like it here. I like the ideas I got going here. I don't feel like moving abroad. Especially not if it involves taking a jab that I don't want. I mean, we're not that desperate. I'm comfortable moving up on the mountain, just living off there. It's 21st century. You cannot take a fart without the GPS making a note of it. We're so humanistic and altruistic. But if you don't get jabbed with experimental shots, we will drone hunt you for crimes against humanity. That's how civilized we've become. I'm so pissed off at the media that like encourage all that. I mean that is hate speech to me. But I mean, as long as you got a three-piece suit, no imagination, and a fat paycheck, you don't care about freedom, liberty, or equality, or any of the good stuff anymore because you got loaded. So fuck all, yo. Why are people this way? Over and over again, I wonder about this. This has actually been one of my things over the years. Call it self sabotage, but many times I've come to the point that okay, I can continue in this field, be it librarian, be I've been on the garbage truck also, being craftsman, doing pretty much any work I've tended to. People have wanted me to stay on for the firm employment, full employment. I don't know. And each time I have rather done the uncomfortable thing and just bailed. I've been really afraid of getting too attached to the paycheck since I've seen what happened to so many people in general. Is that they forgo their values for a nickel and a dime, and I would not like to be that way. Uh, so I've steered away from it. No, see, I mean, no people. um, well, I have Mona Lisa. Do you? It's something about it, and I don't want to gloat. We're having a good time. We're doing as best as we can. We're getting on. Well, you see, Mom. Yeah, she's with me. And we get along just fine. We'll see how this ends. Yo, this is your ambitious, peaceful spacefarer, Orgon Solo, coming to you once again. I mean, is it even 2 years ago? I mean, that's crazy. Glad we took this chat. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. If you found it offensive, sure. You'll probably notify me in the comments, or you just more likely just sit behind the screen and just frown and hate, and that's what you usually do. So yeah, I found a new favorite coke here. Finally, that's been a big thing for me over the years. Even on comes, can we have any coke that's not Coca-Cola? So I found one made in Oslo in Tøyen. Tøyen Cola. I like this one. It's not as sweet, thankfully, as Coca-Cola, and it's got some really good essential oils there, like cinnamon and coriander, and what's more, I think there was a frankincense. Yes, one of the Christ incenses. And it even got, you need to use magnifying glass for this, but it's got from the book of Solomon in the Bible, the wise things he said. Got instead of what Coca-Cola have in the cork, uh, Solo wears on the sleeve. So yeah, it's a good Coke. Mm. So okay, that's all. If you're interested in buying some art of me, everything is everything for sale is in prime numbers. So they range from 243, I think, up to the latest ones I wrote 9,109. So I mean, when they go up, buy now while it's cheap. I've told you several times already. Okay, that's it. Ciao. Have a great day.